Hello students, I hope you are all fine and in good health. In my previous audio lecture presentation, I discussed some important things to remember related with article writing, isn't it? Now in this audio presentation, I will discuss few questions that is also based on article writing. So as you can see on the top, I have written solved article writing. Now let me move on to the very first question, and remember the word limit is 120 to 150. You might find in this solution that I have given the word limit had exceeded. You can edit it according to your necessity, but the main important thing which I feel is that the questions and the explanation is very important. Word limit, that you can adjust it according to your necessity. So let me start with the very first question. In many parts of our country, girls are still discouraged from going to school. That we all know about it. That is a very unfortunate thing that is prevalent still in our country. Consequently, a sizable section of the population is deprived of education. Schemes like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, CBSE scholarship to the single girl child, and the government's policy of giving free education to girls have come as a boon to our society. Now, boon means as a blessing. There are many schemes like CBSE scholarship is also there related with a single girl child. Then there is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan also. And apart from that, there are numerous government policies also of giving free education to girls. Now, all these are the blessings of the society, boon of to our society. Boon means blessing. Write an article in 120 to 150 words on the education of the girl child in the country. Now you have to write an article related with the education of the girl child in the country. Now it is very clear from the question what the question is all about. Now how will you start? At the very beginning, you have to write the title. See, I have written education of the girl child in the country. If you want to write by ABC or XYZ, you can write it a bit on the side after writing the title, or directly you can start. See, I have started directly, and 3 paragraphs, 3 to 4 paragraphs are a must. You have to change the paragraph. I have already told you. When you will do long compositions, it is a must that you have to change the paragraph. So let us get started. See, it is written education of girls has been a high priority with the government of India. Education of girls is the topmost priority for our Indian government. In the new millennium, India has consolidated its earliest its earlier educational reforms with increased resources and stronger policy commitments for achieving elementary education, particularly for girls. Now, reforms and resources are being implemented with the sole objective of giving a proper education, particularly to the girls, and our government is working hard on it. Reaching out to the girl child is primary to the efforts to universalize elementary education. Reaching out to the girl child living in the villages. That is the primary endeavor, or rather to say the primary motive or objective of the elementary education. Elementary means education that is related with the base education. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, or Education for All program, recognizes that ensuring the education of the girl child requires changes not only in the education system but also in society's norms and attitudes. Now, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, or Education for All, these are the policies implemented by the government, issued by the government, that requires that actually the main motive is that education should be compulsory for all and particularly for the girl child. But at the same time, in order to give the girl the maximum education, the society norms and attitudes must change. Our society's norms and attitudes, it should also change. A too prolonged gender strategy has hence been adopted to make the education system responsive to the needs of the girls through targeted interventions which serve as a pool. Now there are some schemes, targeted schemes are there that actually has been implemented in order to attract the girl child more. Now what are those? I repeat, a two-pronged gender strategy has hence been adapted to make the educational system responsive to the needs of the girls through targeted interventions which serve as a pull factor to enhance means to increase access and retentions of girls in schools on the one hand, and generate community demand for girls education through training and mobilization on the other hand. Now community demand, and that is initiated with the help of mobilization and training. Now apart from that, the CBSE has also come up with the novel scheme, and what is that? Of providing free education from the 6th standard onwards to the single girl child. Now CBSE has also come up with some reforms, and what is that? Free education for the girl child from the 6th standard. The need of the times is that the government should further improve the educational infrastructure and make it more accessible and meaningful for the girl child. The government must improve the educational infrastructure. Not only that, it must be improved in such a way that it is accessible and meaningful for the girl child. So that is it, dear students. Now I am moving on to the second one. See, it is written, the second one is also very much socially relevant topic, and here I go through the topic. The present day youth are greatly stressed due to cutthroat competition. Cutthroat competition is going on everywhere. Everyone wants to be the topper. Everyone wants to be highly successful. So cutthroat competition is going on everywhere. And consumerist culture is also prevailing everywhere. Write an article in 120 to 150 words on the causes of the stress of modern generation, suggesting suitable solutions. Now the article will be related with the stress and what are the factors related with the stress that are being faced by the younger generation. So what should be a title? See, I have written causes of stress on the modern generation. What are the main factors that causes stress in case of the younger generation or modern generation? So let me continue. See, it is written, the main cause of stress on the modern generation is the cutthroat competition and consumerist culture prevalent in our society. Now this part you can write it from the question only. It is there in the question. This always puts them under pressure of efficiency and productivity. Every time the cutthroat competition is going on, it actually puts a big question mark on the efficiency and productivity of the modern generation, because they are always stressed out, and most importantly they are always under pressure to perform, and that creates bigger problem for them. The modern environment is highly competitive and calls for relentless effort on the part of each youngster. Now, the important thing is that the modern environment, it is full of cutthroat competition and it is highly competitive, and because of it, relentless effort on the part of each youngster is demanded, and that causes the bigger problem. To achieve the goals, they have to devote all their time and energy without rest in order to achieve success, in order to clear competitive exams. Okay, they devote all their potentiality, they devote all their time and capacity for it without getting any rest. So they have no time to care even for their own selves. They don't have any time. They are so busy in order to clear out any competitive exam. They want to secure a comfortable place for them in this cutthroat competitive world, that they don't have any time to stare. And most unfortunate thing, sadly to say, is that they don't have any time to take care of themselves also. Now that is the biggest and the most unfortunate thing that we have in our hands. So I repeat, they have no time to care even for their own selves. They have no time for relaxing or to pursue something of their own interest. Sounds like a luxury to them. Now, maybe some of them are interested in music, some of them are interested in sports, but because of this cutthroat competition, they can't actually do all those things. They are already focused and primarily focused on only one single thing. They have to clear examinations, they have to be very successful, and they have to be highly proficient. But at the end of the day, it is creating a negative impact on their psychology, on their mind, on their body. Now that is very unfortunate. The effects of this stress on the youth also visible in their physical being, whereby they have increased pulses and a lot of tension in their muscles. Now their health deteriorates, their BP level gets higher. Now irrespective of their age, they are young people, but they are troubled with many health related issues. So that is also, a great major cause of concern. With increased professionalism and specialization, there seems no practical and suitable solution for this stress due to the competition. In this age of consumerism, it is not surprising that the youth of today are also constantly competing to outdo each other in acquiring material things. Now, always that rat race is going on. Each one is competing with the other, and each one is very much obsessed in order to defeat or outdo the others and to move forward. And in this long run, it is creating a lot of mental stress for the students, because this world is full of cutthroat competition, and not only that, it is an age of consumerism also, and that is creating a big problem for the students or for the youths or for the modern generation. But now it is high time each one of us sat back in quiet introspection to contemplate where we are actually heading in this high speed pace. Now we should actually squeeze out some time from our busy schedule, and we should sit back and contemplate. We should ponder a bit also where we are actually heading to in this busy, fast paced, high speed, competitive, cutthroat competitive world. We should actually squeeze out a bit of a time, and we should sit back and we should realize, we should think, we should focus, we should think with a very cool mind where exactly it is heading to, where exactly we are moving. Our health and well-being will have to be our primary concern, for as they say, a healthy mind lies in a healthy body, or health is wealth. Let us stop living like robots, because we have to think about ourselves, and we are all familiar with the proverb, a healthy mind lives in a healthy body, or in other ways, health is wealth. So we should stop acting like robots. We should stop living like robots. We are humans and have to behave likewise, and not like machines which are our own creation. We are humans, we should be proud of it, and we should behave like humans. We should not behave like machines, because ultimately machines haven't created us. We have created machines. So dear students, I stop right here in this audio presentation. Some more solved topics of article writing are there. Don't worry. In my next audio presentation, I will discuss few more important questions related with article writing. Till then, you listen to this audio presentation, and if there is any doubt anywhere, please let me know about it. Thank you, students. Thank you all.